Oh, come on.
Sean is looking for a second date update today. He went out with Jillian, and we're going to help him out because that's what we do. Hey, Sean, how are you?
Hey, guys. I'm doing good. I appreciate it, and it's good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you. You want to tell us how you met Jillian and how that first date went? We'll go from there.
Yeah. You guys can imagine dating is hard, but I mean, like, especially like this time of year around the holidays. And, you know, some people I just think like don't want to go through Christmas alone and stuff. And I think about like the whole cuffing thing. You know, it's just not for me though, but I still want to get out there and meet people. So I've been, you know, dating and stuff, and there have been some disasters, if I'm going to be honest. But I met this really great girl online, and we really hit it off. I love Christmas, so I picked her up and I took her to the Festival of Lights. And I thought, you know, it was kind of romantic, right? You know?
Sure.
And we walked around, had some hot chocolate, talked, and I mean, I had a great time, and I thought she did too. And we went on a night that wasn't like too cold, so we stayed for a while. It was like over 3 hours or something. And I thought everything was great. You know, she's smart, she's pretty, she's funny. I was charming, I was trying to be witty. I know I'm a kind guy. We laughed a lot. No big, you know, laws in the conversation, no crazy controversial topics or anything. And I can't, in my mind, think of one thing that actually went wrong. But when we got back to her place, I walked her to the door and she hugged me goodnight and thanked me. And I said that I'd talk to her soon. And she said, okay, great. And she never gave me any indication that anything had gone wrong. So I really have no clue, and kind of that's why I'm here, you know, now for your guys' help to see if you can help me out.
Yeah, well, a couple of scenarios are possible here because one is you didn't do anything wrong. You were great. You were on your A game, charming and present and clever and witty and funny and all that stuff. But she just got maybe something else going on that's distracting her. Maybe an ex came back into her life. So that's one possible scenario. The other is she could just be one of those people who maybe there is something about you that just stuck out that annoys her, but she would never in a million years let you know, because I have a friend who, it doesn't matter if you're the worst person in the world, she'll never let you know that because she's so nice, she's so sweet, she has such a good heart, she takes on the guilt and doesn't want anybody to feel bad, so she will make you feel like you are Prince Charming, because that's just the kind of person she is. She avoids confrontation, doesn't want to make anybody feel bad.
You described me to a T. You nailed it.
Really? You know,
it is.
I'm not saying it's one or the other. I'm just saying.
Well, see, that's why I see. You know, that's one of the reasons that I suck at dating, because if there is a guy that I do, it's easier for me to just keep going out with him than to tell him the reasons why I don't want to go out with him anymore.
Yeah. Now, if you get her in a room, and I'm not even talking about Jen.
Yeah, no,
I'm talking about this person. If you get her in a room and say, so what was the deal with Sean? Oh, you know, he's got a weird walk or something. Or
whatever.
Yeah, he's got a mole on it. Whatever it is, the issue is she'll tell you or tell the person, but she just won't tell you to your face.
Right.
I'm not saying that's what happened here. I don't know. For some reason, that just made me think of her.
I don't know. It's bizarre. I mean, I hear all of what you're saying, but it's just kind of like,
oh, I know.
What's the deal? Like, I mean, it's just kind of, it's like, you know, kind of almost like, you know, when you go apply for a job and then, you know, you don't hear anything. You just want to know why. Why I haven't heard anything? Like, what did I do wrong? What's wrong with me? You know?
Mm-hmm. I think what's the deal is a good way to sum it up. In fact, we almost called Second Date Update, What's the Deal?
What's the deal,
that's all people want to know is, what's the deal?
Yeah. What's the deal?
Well, why don't we call? What's the deal?
Yeah. We got to take a break first, though. And we're going to try to find out the deal when we continue. The story of Sean and Jillian. What happened to Jillian? What is Jillian's deal with Sean? If there even is a deal. That Second Date Update continues next. Jeff and Jen, Cincinnati's Q102. Sean's the first to tell you dating is tough out there. We hear it all the time from people who come on Second Date Update, especially navigating around the holiday season. You know, that could not have been easy. And as we come out of that now, we look back on the last month or two and all of the dating that went on and then
All the
stopped
dating.
or didn't. Yeah, it was Sean and Jillian on this occasion where they went to the Festival of Lights and seemingly had an awesome time, and then something must have fallen apart because they never heard from her again.
Where the heck is she?
I don't know, but unless there's anything else, Sean, that you thought of that we need to know before we make the call, now's the time.
No, I mean, from my recollection, I gave you guys a pretty detailed thing of how the night went down. I mean, it's like
Accurate depiction.
I'm trying to like draw back my memory as well as possible, and I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, is this Jillian?
Yeah?
Hi, Jillian. It's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. Tim is here. We got you on speakerphone.
Wow. Jeff and Jen, huh?
Do you ever get a chance to listen to our show?
I have. I just did not see this coming.
Well, I hope we're not disturbing you. We heard a compliment about you this morning.
Lots of nice things,
A
actually.
lot of nice things about how refreshingly charming and lovely you are and how fun and interesting you were to talk to and what a great date you were at the Festival of Lights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So Sean called?
Yes, Sean did call. He sounds like a nice guy, too. I don't know if you've been busy or haven't had a chance to get back to him, but I know that you made quite an impression on him, and he'd love to go out with you again. And don't mean to put you on the spot live on the radio. No pressure, but...
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised because I wouldn't have picked him to be like the type to call you guys for a second date update.
you'd
You'd
be
be
surprised.
surprised exactly at the types that call us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll totally tell you what happened. No problem there. So he is a very big fan of Christmas, which, is totally cool. I mean, who doesn't love Christmas? I mean, I love Christmas. One of my favorite times of the year. But here's the thing. He has this like inflatable Grinch that rides shotgun with him in his car. And he didn't even take it out for our date. So
What?
I had to sit in the back seat while the Grinch sat up front, which, I don't know, like, if it was like a short ride, maybe, but like, we came all the way from Milford with me in the back.
Oh.
The green guy is up in the front, and like, I don't know, I'm just like, why couldn't he take it out? It seems like such an obvious thing to do if you're going to go on a date with someone, right?
Or
did
he could have. Why couldn't the Grinch ride in the back?
Yeah.
I mean, if you need to keep him in the car,
weird.
you could put him in the. He could sit on the hump even.
He gets car sick in the back.
Does he?
It was the weirdest thing ever.
Did you ask him about it?
I at first I thought it was a joke. I was like, haha, are you serious? And then like he didn't move it to the back.
Oh, wow.
And I was okay.
And so then you had to ride all the way back to Milford with still in the back seat with the Grinch up front?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
And so, did you have to lean forward to have a conversation with him? I mean,
I was so weirded out that I didn't even really try to make a conversation when we were in the car. Like once we were out, like of course, okay, let me get to know this guy. Like he has my evening, so like let's try to make the best of it. But like I just couldn't get over that. It was so weird.
Oh, boy. Sean.
Come on, you don't think people were looking at us and laughing like, oh, those guys like love Christmas? I mean,
did you
especially
notice
up
people
front and you were in the
especially
back.
when you're parking at the zoo? I mean, there's a big crowd at the zoo for Festival of Lights,
Right.
So you are driving by people are able to see inside the car. I mean, did you notice people looking at the Grinch, noticing the Grinch, seeing you in the back seat? What kind of reaction were you getting from the general population?
Yeah, there were people videotaping it. It was ridiculous.
Which was kind of the goal for you, Sean, I imagine, yes?
People love it. I mean, people love to see people in the holiday spirit. And I'm just one of those guys. I mean, it's, something I've done before, past couple of years, and people love it. I mean, I just thought it was kind of, cute and witty. And I mean,
Yeah, but
I mean, come on.
Not on a first date, dude. Like, that's just poor judgment on your part. I mean, seriously, it made me think, what else is this guy going to put before me? Like, is he going the dog, the cat, his Barrett.
Are you always going to have to ride in the back? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I felt like it really spoke to his character.
Yeah, so we have a rule. Anytime we travel as a morning show in the same car, the four of us, me, Jen, Fritch, and Tim,
Jeff drives.
I drive, and Jen legit has to sit in the front seat. She will not sit in the back seat because she gets car sick.
Well, with the way Jeff drives.
Jeff drives fine, and so do
coming
I.
from you, that
and
isn't.
Fritch isn't bad, and you're not bad either, except you are in the left lane sometimes when you shouldn't be.
Out of the bunch, I think I'm the best driver.
Oh, dear God.
Well, Fritch doesn't like to drive. Tim drives like a New York City cab driver. And then Jeff, he accelerates a bit too fast sometimes and takes curves at too high a rate of a speed.
Well, it's the ultimate driving machine.
I think that Jillian's being a bit dramatic, in my opinion. I mean, I thought she had more of a sense of humor. I don't know. That's just my opinion, just based on our conversations that night. I mean, you did kind of laugh a little bit at the Grinch being in the car, so I didn't really take it as like an insult.
Well, let me give you some advice. Not on a first date. It's just not cool, and it's the opposite of romantic, and it kills the vibe. And I just felt like, okay, I got to make the most of this next couple hours, and just no thank you.
Wow. Okay. Point taken, Jillian.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Thank you, guys. I mean, I appreciate it.
And Jillian, we appreciate you coming on Second Date Update and having the conversation with us.
Yep.
You're welcome.
You're a mean one.
Mr. Grinch.
Great song. And if we can ever do a Second Date Update for you, shoot us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com. Okay, no pick your purse today. We're taking a day off.
To reset, to package everything nicely.
Round 2 kicks off tomorrow.
Do we know? Do we know what kind of purses we have for tomorrow?
I haven't the foggiest idea.
We do know, Tim. Thank you for asking. If you go to WKRQ.com, you can click on the cheat sheet, and they have the cheat sheet there. They also have an entire Pinterest board dedicated to the purses that you'll be able to find on round 2.
Oh, that's
I do
fun.
have to tell you, there are a couple of new Louis Vuittons, as well as some darling Tory Burch, this Karl Lagerfeld, Coach. There's so many amazing designers. There's a Marc Jacobs crossbody. So go check them out. There's lots of good stuff.
The blue one is cool.
Yeah, that's a Tory Burch.
I like the blue one.
The blue one
We
is
have a
real
blue,
nice.
we got a pink, there's a couple of purples. There's like 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 black ones.
Nice.
There's a fuchsia one.
That one's got some fringe.
Where's the Louis?
There's at the top, 1 and 2.
There we go. Very nice.
Yeah, so download it. Download the brand new clean cheat sheet, because if you came in late to round 1, we had a couple of folks call in and be like, I don't really know. I didn't even think I would get through. Damn it. Well, this is okay. You're making me crazy with the mic moving.
Sorry.
It's so loud. She doesn't know because she didn't have her headphones on up until
I was
that point.
leading.
Right. So we'll kick it off. So, but download it now. This way, you're kind of in on the ground floor and you're not behind. So if you came in late to it and you want a clean start, this would be a great time. And then we kick it off tomorrow morning, 7:40.